This here is pretty impressive because if anybody who's ever had anything to do with this movie has come through this house, visited, and signed our wall of fame. This is executive producer and casting director who arguably cast one of the best cast movies of all time. The author S.E. Hinton, Rob Lowe, C. Thomas Howell, Ralph Macchio, and then Matt Dillon, and a plethora of everybody and anybody who's been in, whether they were an extra, whether they were camera.
We're standing out in front of the Outsiders House Museum here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. The Outsiders is a book written by S.E. Hinton. She wrote it here in Tulsa, Oklahoma at Will Rogers High School at 15 and a half years old. I'll have you know she failed English that year and got a D+ in creative writing.
So if you love this movie and if you love this book, you're walking into what I would imagine if I was young still would be like a Willy Wonka experience. You can sit at Pony Boy's desk, you can see his handwriting on the book that we put into the drawer. It looks just like it did in the movie.
I'm 54 years old. I saw The Outsiders on its initial release in March of '83. Changed my life. I felt the way I was living was being portrayed on the screen for the first time ever, just in a different era. And I had just fell in love with the characters and their struggle and found hope in that movie that if they could do it by sticking together, even though the family that they got was taken away from them, that the family that they made outside was strong enough to survive and thrive no matter what the odds. And for a young kid who was a latchkey kid in the 80s, I needed something like that. So The Outsiders has been with me since the first day I saw it. I'm a very small part of it. And when it comes to guarding this, I was told when I first got here, Danny, whatever you put in North Tulsa, it's not if, it's when they steal your stuff. And I want to tell you that nobody has ever attempted anything like that. They've actually protected us. But when it comes to alarm systems, you don't want to trust everything to anybody. So when we were in our time of need, when we were raising money and rallying to get this done, because we crowdfunded this, Alert 360 came to me and said, we want to be of service to you. How can we help? And I said, slow down. I don't have any money to do any of these things, and I know I need it. They said, we're going to offer this to you for free. We have since used them across the street for our Outsiders Airbnb. I've used them in my personal life. We've added a gift store after building the museum, and it is also secured by that. We have a lot of really good partners. Tulsa's a really incredible town that way. People really look out for each other, and Alert 360 is one of those companies that really went above and beyond to do that. So I can't say enough good things about, you know, them and their service. And I sleep well at night knowing that the only thing that may threaten this house now is tornadoes. But any other kind of thing, we got more than enough cameras. I don't want to say how many cameras, we have a plethora of cameras, so we see everything. So yeah, it just feels good to know that we're protected. And so, yeah.